On a 4-acre training ground in Chirangira, in Mukono district, soft ground wrestling was born. Outside a ring made of bamboo poles, lashed together with rope, a group of youth watch two opponents tangle in the mud as they mimic what pro wrestlers do. The crowd is at the edge of their seats. They are not just watching, but living, breathing, and practicing their own moves. The snap power, the Mexican latigo, the shock slam, you name it. When NTV Uganda documented this story, it attracted attention far and wide. The NTV story caught the attention of international wrestling stars like Mason Madden and Mansoor, who came to Uganda to practice a few safety techniques in wrestling. Guess what? Big Brother was watching. Cody Rhodes, a WWE mainstay, fresh off defending his WWE Championship title at the time, reached out to SGW promising to purchase a pro wrestling ring for the association.
I just wanted to send a quick message to my friends at SGW Soft Ground Wrestling Uganda. One thing that we can universally bond on is our love for pro wrestling. With that said, you guys need a proper wrestling ring.
Did Rhodes deliver as promised?
Mr. Cody Rhodes donated this ring that costed a whopping $30,000. It was a gift to us for the love of the game.
The ring, worth $30,000 or about 110 million shillings, will be used as a means of spreading the gospel of pro wrestling across the country.
Our next plan is to now wrestle across all the districts of Uganda. We want to spread the gospel of professional wrestling. We want everybody to know the nomenclature of this sport. We want everybody to enjoy. We want people to start now paying to watch Ugandan wrestlers. We want every TV station in Uganda to show Ugandan pro wrestling. We appeal to UCC in the nearby future to help us project pro wrestling to be watched all over all TV stations.
Pro wrestling, also referred to as a professional wrestling, is a form of athletic theater centered around mock combat and based on the premise that its performers are competitive wrestlers. Old is gold, they say. Bumba Daniel, founder of the soft ground wrestling, says they are not ready to abandon their old friend just because they have found a new friend.
We are not going to throw away the old version of the soft ground. We want to maintain the soft ground and also use the pro wrestling ring. The wrestling business has given very many youths job opportunities. They no longer now engage in burglary and other dubious acts. They come here for the love of the game, they train, because wrestling is a binomial sport. It is watched all over the world. And now in Uganda, East and Central Africa, Uganda is the heart of pro wrestling.
In the past, the group received a lot of backlash from society for what was perceived as a dangerous practice. With time, it was gradually accepted as a form of entertainment. During the launch of the new ring, close to 2,000 people turned up to catch the activities. What began as a 7-month sport has now attracted 140 players. Soft ground wrestling, better known by its initials SGW, is the brainchild of Daniel Bumba, who grew up watching wrestling on television. The sport gets its name from the venue from which it is played. Here, wrestlers square off in open dirt instead of a canvas ring. It remains to be seen which will be the preferred version. Lydia Feli Akulu, NTV Weekend Edition.